Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a cost-friendly format.
Hello learner, I'm pleased to welcome you to Manifested e-learning forum. My name is Wilson Mwangu. I'm going to be an English language teacher. In class 5, we are using this book as your main course book for English. Okay? It is by Jomo Kenyatta Foundation. So whatever you're going to learn will be basically from this book. So I want to urge you to get a copy of this book. And in case you don't have, please parents, get your child this copy. We're going to use this book. We're going to get our homework from this book. Apart from that, I also have two other books. Here that we are going to use. This one is called New Progressive Primary English, Book 5. This one is called English Aid, again, Book 5. So, parents, get for your child these books that are going to help us in the course of our study. This lesson, I want to give you what to call an overview of the subject content, okay? This is English. What do you expect to learn in class 5? So that's what we're going to study. We're going to learn today in this first lesson. In any language, we teach what to call skills. So there's what called language skills. Yes, any language we learn skills, and we learn 4 skills. Skill number 1 is reading. Number 2, writing. Number 3, speaking. And number 4, listening. We're going to study all this. We need to know how to read a book or to read even a newspaper. We need to know how to write letters, journals. We need to know how to speak that language. And then lastly, we need to be able to listen to any material and then understand the language, all right? So we learn 4 skills. These 4 skills are learned in various units that you have in your course book. We call them units or topics. This book has 29 topics, okay? Each topic is called a unit. So the course book has 29 topics, or what you call units, okay? And all these 4 skills are covered in each unit. So we're going to find reading, writing, speaking and listening in all the units, okay, that we're going to learn in the course of this journey, class 5 journey. So I want to give you just a summary of what is contained in this book, okay? Summary. And we learn language in what to call in sections. So we have sections, or what we want to call components. These are just the broad sections. Number 1, and I want to urge you, my dear learner, to always have a pen and an exercise book, because we shall be doing a bit of writing. So ensure that you have a pen and an exercise book for a bit of writing. So number 1, the first section is called reading. We shall be reading passages, okay? Passages. These are just stories. After reading those passages, we shall be answering questions. So answering questions. We shall also be looking at vocabulary. These are the new words, what to call new words. We need to learn new words. Spelling of words, note making. We need to learn how to make notes. We shall study how to use the library. I'm sure your school has a library. A library is just a store of books, a place where there's some space you can go and get a book. You can even go and borrow a book and then go and read. That's called a library. How do you use the library? So that's under reading. Then the second section is what called language use, or what you want to call it grammar. Under this, we are going to have parts of speech. Remember the parts of speech that you did in class 4 and class 3? These are the categories of words, categories of English words. And which are these categories? 1, nouns. 2, articles. 3, pronouns. 4, verbs. 5, adjectives. 6, adverbs. 7, prepositions. 8, conjunctions. And lastly, interjections. So all the words, all English words, they fall under these 9 categories. We call them the parts of speech. For example, a word like book. Book falls under which category? It's a noun, okay? It's a noun. A word like read is a what? It's a verb. Because read is an action, something that you are doing. A book is something, it's an object. So that is a noun. So my dear learner, we are going to study this in some details as we go along. All right? We shall again look at what to call similes. I'm sure you have heard of the word similes. Words like as fast as a cheetah. Okay. As white as snow. Those are called similes, okay? As brave as a lion. And many more similes. I'm sure you can write even 10 more similes. That is under language use. Another section, section 3, is called punctuation. And there's what called punctuation marks. At this stage, class 5, we shall just give you a few of them because we have so many punctuation marks. We shall look at the basics. We have full stop, comma, capital letters, and apostrophe. These are some of the punctuation marks that we we shall study in the course of in class 5. Another section is what called writing. Yes, we need to know how to write. So we're going to write compositions. Yes, I'm sure you write this in school. We're going to write letters to our friends. We're going to write what called diaries. These are what happened, past events. We're going to write timetables. Yes, you need to write a timetable. By the way, do you have a study timetable in the first place? Do you? If you don't, please get one. We're going to write timetables. We're going to have picture stories. Picture stories. We're going to write a recipe. Yes. Recipe. When you want to cook, you use a recipe. How to write a recipe? We are going to look at that. Personal description. Describing a person or an object. You're going to write poems. I'm sure you love poems, don't you? Those poems, okay? Poems about ourselves, about our environment, about our parents, about our school, about animals, all those nice poems we shall be writing in this class. So you can see it's a very interesting class. We're going to write some reports. Yes. Reports. How do you fill report forms? At the end of the term, you're given a report card to take home. How are they filled? We shall learn that in this class. Okay. Notices and many more. And many more. Lastly, dialogues, or what we call conversations. When two or more people engage in a discussion, in a talk, we call that a dialogue or a conversation. So we shall look at conversation. Can either be face-to-face or even over the telephone, okay? Those are conversations. That's number 4. Another part that we intend to study this year, listening and speaking. This is number 5. You're going to learn how to listen to passages, giving directions, you shall learn about silent letters. For example, this word. How do you read this word? You read this word as honest, okay? Not honest. So letter H is silent. You say honest, not honest. So this silent letter, shall look at many more examples of that nature. Then pronunciation of words. Then you have the other areas. We're going to have word puzzles. We're going to arrange words, arrangement of words. We're going to have riddles, tongue twisters, and many more. So this is just a short summary of what we are going to learn. It's not everything, but just a snapshot of what you expect to learn in the course of this lesson that you're having online. So my dear learner, for today, I want to take you to the first passage, and that is on page 1, Unit 1, page 1. I said again, this is the book that you are using. This book, page 1. The passage is entitled Muthoni's Visitors. Muthoni's Visitors, okay? So this will be your assignment. Read the passage entitled Muthoni's Visitors. Then and answer questions A, B, and C. A, B, and C. So my dear learner, go and read that passage, Muthoni's Visitors, and answer questions A, B, and C, okay? As I have indicated there. So my dear learner, up to that point, we shall end today's lesson. I want to encourage you to get your own personal book so that we are on the same page. We are together as we study this language. So until next time, I've been your teacher, Wilson Mwangu. Be blessed.
Thank you for choosing to study with us. For more information, you can call us on 0724 173845.